Hello, everyone. Okay, we back again, late night. I don't know how long I'll be on. Okay, but like I said, okay, if you can't stay up, if you got to go to work in the morning, got to go to school, this is not for you. Go to sleep. Okay, this is for the night. This is for the people who are woke. Yes. Now, I had a request to do a video. Well, I had a request. Somebody had asked me yesterday, late night. We were talking about Biggie, okay, and how he felt about Diddy. And someone brought up the question about Faith Evans. Now, Faith Evans used to be married to Diddy. I mean, to Biggie. And how did she feel about it? And I'm like, oh, that's a good question. How did she feel about it? Okay. Let's see. Faith Evans. Now, and okay, there we go. And Biggie. Now, I don't know about you, but I've been hearing about Biggie's son. Biggie's son apparently was sleeping with Diddy. Yeah, that's what I've been hearing. Maybe I've been hearing it wrong, but rumor has it. And I'm like, wait a minute, because they kept saying Christopher Wallace Jr. Now I know he had a daughter. Okay, girl. Okay, but anyway. Oh, that's some lyrics. Okay. Now, let me see. Were they married? Yeah, they were married. Oh, they were married. Oh, she was married to Biddy even when he died. I didn't know that. Well, I wasn't a Faith Evans fan. Faith Evans, she was one of for me. She was one of those names that you hear, you keep hearing, and that's how you know it. But you don't know about the person. They never, uh, you never gravitated to them. Oh, but he was still cheating on her. Oh, he had a. Oh, see, I didn't know all this, you guys. So the son, he had a son with Faith Evans. I did not know that. Okay, so I did not know that. Oh, that was nice of her. So she gave Biggie's mom, okay, she got half of his estate, 50%, okay? And out of her portion, she gave half to his mom, okay, because she was the wife. So she got everything. And then she saved some for the kids, okay. But his estate grew from 10 million to 100 million. Oh, and then now that Diddy has an abandoned, I call it abandoned because he's neglected, mansion out there in, is this New York? I think this is This is LA, down there in the LA area. Okay. And a lot of YouTubers like to go down there and film, go through it. Uh, it was nice and clean. And then somebody went in there and uh, graffitied all over it. Okay. Yeah. I don't know why, but they went and they graffitied over in there and stuff like that. But it was pretty much in pristine shape, for an abandoned mansion. But apparently they're saying that that is the house or mansion, whatever you want to call it, that he got off the back of of Biggie. The money that he cheated Biggie out of, he that's what he bought that mansion with. I'm telling you. Anyway, so we're gonna do a reading, okay, and then after that, I'm gonna take some requests. If you have any requests, okay, um, that you want to do, and I'm gonna start off with the city labyrinth. I never knew how to pronounce this word. I see it all the time, but this is the name of the deck. Okay, labyrinth is a labyrinth is similar to a maze, but it's not to confuse you. It's just the different paths and some things like your life. Okay, takes the different paths and turns and twists and turns, but it's not to confuse you. It's just okay. And the city has all these different streets. Okay, so anyway, that's what we're gonna use, and it looks like this on the front, and and we got the graffiti on the cards. Okay, but I ordered some new decks, and this is one of them. This is called the Messy Truth. Okay, so we're gonna go in and use the Messy Truth. This is a we're gonna use this as a clarifier, as an oracle. How many cards are in here? I don't think it's the whole. Anyway, I'm just rambling. Okay, so I haven't cleansed this deck, so let me sage this deck right here. I could sage both of them while I'm at it. Because I just got them in today, and I'm just cleaning, saging them as I go. hmm Okay, so we're gonna put that back in the box, and then we're gonna sage these two. Okay, let me get sage my area. hmm There we go. Okay, so there's the sage. So we're gonna put these off to the side, and we're gonna start with the City Labyrinth Tarot. Okay, and we want to know what is the energy with Faith Evans. Okay, how does Faith Evans feel about her husband Biggie Christopher Wallace being killed? Okay, and this was back in 1997. Okay, when he was killed, they were married in what, 1994, and they were still married even when he got shot and killed. Okay, and so what was the energy there? Okay, with Faith Evans, how did she feel about that situation uh, around her husband's death? Okay, and this card, by the way, is based on um, the 2000s. Okay, in that era. Okay, late 90s, early 2000s, whatever you want to call it. So, what do you want us to know about Faith and Biggie? And thank you for your answers. See, we get down to the nitty gritty, you guys. Yes. Okay. So, Do a little up. There we go. Cut the cards. Now at the bottom of the okay. At the bottom of this reading is the Ten of Swords. Okay. The end. The end. Put a fork in him. He's done. Okay. He's done. And he looks like some type of homeless man out sitting on the street with his different the bottles of liquor that he didn't drink. So that's at the bottom of this reading. Okay. We have the Page of Swords in reverse. That's Chatty Patty. Okay. Now Chatty Patty, I call the Page of Swords in reverse. Okay. Chatty Patty. She's one of those ones where she's talking, okay, but I guess on this one she wasn't too chatty. It's in reverse. Okay. And real curious. Okay. But this Page of Swords is reverse. So, okay. So basically, what this is telling me is a lack of experience. She was young. She didn't know. She didn't know what to do. Okay. I'm pretty sure she's never been in this situation. Okay. We have the Three of Cups. Wow. Now, the Three of Cups represents some type of celebration or get together. Mm. Oh my. So this also represents community. So maybe, okay, at that time, okay, she was young. Like I said, she's inexperienced. This is new to her. And so the community probably gathered around because, as a matter of fact, when it talks of celebration, that Diddy said he's going to have this big celebration, okay, for Biggie and all. He said the man is gone and stuff like that, just to find out that he had charged that the cost of Biggie's funeral to Biggie's own estate. So, okay. And then we have the Hangman in reverse. Now, the Hangman, okay, in reverse. She just, to me, I get the feeling she just let it go. Okay, she was young. She didn't know how to deal with this. Okay, she let it go. Um, well, on here it says unable to let go. And then we have the Hierophant, okay, in reverse. And then we have the Chariot in reverse, okay? Okay. So I think that she felt, okay, in regards to her husband being killed, okay, that it stopped, delayed, halted opportunities for herself, okay, as well. Okay, yeah. We have the World. She felt her world came to an end. She felt her world came to an end. Okay. We have the Four of Wands. Okay, that's representing celebration, getting together. But uh, in reverse, it's separation. Separation. Yeah. We have the Wheel of Fortune. What goes around comes around. And then we have the Page of Wands in reverse. We have the Nine of Swords in reverse. Got a lot of reversals. Now, I'm getting a feeling that because the Nine of Swords is nightmares, okay, stress, worry. Hers is in reverse, okay, so they stop. So with the Chariot, okay, in reverse. The Chariot is in reverse, so there's no movement. So it's like maybe I get the feeling that when Biggie was alive, okay, let me see. Okay, we got disappointment. But I'm getting the feeling that when Biggie was alive, okay, that she lived in some type of fear. For whatever reason, she lived in some type of fear. When he passed, okay, uh, it was kind of a relief. So I don't know what was going on in, but that's the notion I get. We have the Ace of Wands. We have a lot of Ace of Wands in reverse. They represent action, but in reverse, there's inaction. Okay. I also get that there was a lot of stuff that was in play that got halted. And she was really disappointed with that. Okay. She lost a lot of money as well because she's married to the man. Yeah. She went off to herself to reflect on this. Okay. I think that she felt something wasn't right. Seven of Cups. Okay. The smoke and the mirrors. And then we have the Knight of Pentacles in reverse. And then we have up the King of Wands. So we have a gentleman that's coming in here, okay, the King of Wands, okay, who is He looks successful. Coming in here, I don't know who she. Oh, I wonder is that Stevie J? No, that wasn't Stevie J. But someone's coming in here who's secure, who's confident, because she was just totally the Queen of Cups in reverse. Yeah, she was just an emotional wreck. Yeah, we have the Knight of Wands and the Knight of Cups. Yep. Swept her off her feet. Let me ask, who did she marry after Biggie? Who did Faith Evans marry after Biggie's death? Okay, oh, now Biggie died in 1997, and she married somebody by the name of, oh my God. Okay, yes, Stevie J does come in the picture, but somebody named Todd Russell in 1998. So she was made a widow in 1997, and in 1998 she married some other guy, and then she was with him for 3 years, and then she married Stevie J. Now Stevie J, she was married for 5 years, okay, but she didn't seem to stay married to, well, Biggie, he got killed. Okay. But I didn't know she was married to Stevie J that long. I thought they was married maybe for 3 years, but not 5. But yeah. Hmm. So Todd, this is Todd. The Knight of Wands came and swept her off her feet. Yep. Lovers. Uh-huh. So this is somebody who came in when she was emotionally vulnerable. Okay. And the Knight of Swords. Yeah, we got the Knight of Swords, the Knight of Cups, and the Knight of Swords. Mm, yes. Now, this was a music producer. Okay. Yeah. And there was a decision. Yeah, there was a decision made. Okay. With the Two of Swords. She made that decision. Okay. She probably was in a vulnerable state. Well, she was. Okay. And we have justice in reverse. Okay. So, on her behalf, okay, in regards to Biggie, there was a lot of legal delays. There was a lot of corruption, okay, in this financial. It was a lot of corruption, okay. And we're going down here with the Page of Swords, okay. Chatty Patty, she wasn't too chatty, okay. Who is this? Oh, is this okay, the world. Okay. So that came to an end. Okay. We have some action with the Ace of Wands, but it stopped. Okay. And she was pissed. And we have injustice. So there was corruption and she knew it. Okay. We have the Three of Pentacles. So there's some teamwork. okay, that came in with this Knight of Cups on the money. That might have helped her get her career. But we have the devil, okay? So with the devil, we have manipulation, we have drugs, alcohol, okay? Drugs, sex, alcohol, okay? All up in the mix there. We have strength in reverse. So there was weakness. Now I don't know who it was. Well, this could be Stevie J, because Stevie J comes in. Okay, Stevie J comes in as the King of Swords. Okay, yeah, because he had all those hit makers and woo woo woo. Okay, and his self confidence, even when he lied, he's one of them people that even when he's lying. Okay, but he got the devil. Okay, and he was weak. Yeah, to all them drugs and oh yes, and then we have the Eight of Swords. Okay, yeah. He was tied up. He was tied up, restricted, so to speak. Okay. But okay, bottom line, he was a drug addict. He was addicted to the drugs. Okay. He was addicted to the drugs. Let's go in. So this is a perfect time to go in with the messy truth. Okay. Let's get some messy truth out of this. Okay. What can you clarify about this reading, okay, with Faith Evans? We talk about Faith Evans and how she felt about her husband Biggie's death. What was the energy back then? This was in 1997 when he was killed. He was shot to death. And we want to clarify this read or in whatever else you want us to know and about Faith Evans and how she felt about Biggie's death. I wonder how old she was. Because I think Biggie was only like 24 years old, so they were in their 20s. Oh Lord, that is devastating. Because your emotion, see, as you get older, your emotions weighed off. Okay, so you're not so emotional. You're not so uh, uh, um, hard hit by what's going on. Okay, but in your 20s, no, that hit hard. That hit hard. hmm So, what do you want us to know? And thank you for your answers. Okay, we're talking Faith Evans and Christopher Wallace. Okay, okay. So apparently, it was a repeated cycle. Okay, with this reading, it's clarifying this reading is a repeated cycle. Okay, with the music producer Stevie J, Biggie, okay, uh, and yeah, and talking to the void, okay, texting them, no reply, left hanging. Oh, okay, nothing adds up. See, she was suspicious. Nothing was adding up, people. Okay, suspicion. She, okay, in her gut, she knew something was up. So basically, what it's saying is I'm getting the impression that these men were not faithful. Okay. These men were not faithful to her. And we have you always come back, false hope, door open, familiar pain. Okay. So yeah, it's just an SOS, the same old shit. Same old shit, people. And the tea is cold now, okay? Because she's been waiting so long. She made some tea. It's cold. So I'm getting the impression that when he passed, okay, even though she was devastated, okay, to her, the way she looked at it is that the drama is over. Okay, it's over, it's gone. Okay, she's planning a funeral, never really over. Okay, so there's no closure. She still feels that pain. She still feels that emotional pain. Okay. Oh, she has some unsent messages. Mm. So she has some messages that either he was going to send to her or she was going to send to him. She still has those messages. Okay. We have block and bless, boundary, no contact, closure. So, mm, here we go. It's saying no closure. Okay. She was stuck. Okay. So that might have been the problem. She's been married 3 times. Okay. It's the same old shit. Okay. But she might be stuck because she's probably still traumatized by this situation with her first husband, uh, Biggie. And they had a son. They had a son they called CJ. Okay. It's not me, it's trauma. Interesting. It's not me, it's trauma. So these inner wounds that she had, okay, there was something oops, in the relationship, it was triggered, okay? That whatever the trigger was in the other relationships, okay, it was a trigger for her past with Biggie. Yeah. Ignored messages, okay, the excuses, no responses, okay. So that's what it was, the trigger. The same treatment that these men were giving her was the same treatment she was getting from Biggie. And by the way, they said he was having an affair with Lil Kim. Okay, muted, not moved on. So she's still hurting, okay, but she's just hiding it, making it look like she's calm, but she's not. She's feeling no peace. She's feeling no peace. She's not getting any peace. It's an unhealthy attachment, okay? It's hard for her to move on because every now and then, especially with this Diddy stuff, she feels she can't move on, okay? But those are just excuses, okay? Say, I don't know if she's got counseling for this, okay? So she feels shut out. She feels ghosted. Ooh. Maybe she feels ghosted regarding this Diddy documentary and they coming up with um with accusations of Diddy having something to do with Tupac and Biggie, right? Okay. So a lot of people, what's going on is a lot of people are feeling ghosted, okay, in regards to this documentary, okay, that came out. And The thing about it, though, is you can only put so much in the documentary. Oh, they didn't mention this. They didn't mention that. Oh, they left out this. There's that. It's a documentary. Things and people are going to be left out. Everybody is not going to be able to fit in, okay, in the documentary, or there wouldn't even have been 4 parts. It would have been a lot more. But, okay, she may be feeling that way as well, okay? And then two is the more people they put in, the more people they have to pay. Pretty sure. Okay. So she still dreams. She still dreams of Biggie. Okay. She's still dreaming about him. She still has dreams about him. Okay. And as truths come out, she might feel like he didn't really love her. Okay, because I told you he was messing with Lil Kim. Okay. Yeah. So she felt like an emotional yo-yo, bouncing up and down. One minute she's happy, one minute she's sad. Okay. One minute he comes back and he's there for a few days, and the next thing you know, she turns her back and he's gone. Okay. She does have some clarity. Okay. She does have some episodes of healing. Okay. Healed, not hooked. So she is right now experiencing, well, maybe not right now, but she tries to detach herself. And when she detaches herself, she feels happy. She feels a lot better. Okay. But like I said, she still has triggers. She still has triggers. She still has dreams. Okay. At the end, she says she's choosing me. She's choosing herself when it's all said and done. So she's got some type of emotional maturity. She's grown up. Okay. She's not that little girl anymore. Okay. So that's it. Now, if anybody has a personal request of any kind, let me know. It's a good time to get it in. But that's the conclusion I come up with on this read on how Faith Evans felt about Biggie and around his death. Okay. She felt cheated. She felt corrupt. There was corruption, greed. Okay. And these 3 men that she married also come up. Okay. And the devil. Devil in the details. Okay. They're on drugs. Okay. Drugs and alcohol was probably fueling the conflict in the relationship. See, like they say, the devil's brew. Hmm. So that's what that is. That's what that is. Okay. I thought that was a good read, and that messy truth. Okay. I like this. Okay. Now, this is the messy truth regarding love. For some reason, I happen to pull up these love cards. Okay. This one right here, Secrets of the Rose Tarot. This is love. Okay. But it all turned out pretty cool. I thought that was an interesting read. Okay. So nobody has a request, nobody has a comment. Don't forget to give this video a thumbs up, you guys, okay? I really appreciate it. It helps the channel because the algorithm picks that up. When you give likes, okay, and you do in the comments and stuff like that, yeah, they pick all that kind of stuff up. So with that said, I guess y'all tired, okay? I guess I'll go to bed, okay? Watch my late night shows. But whatever you do, stay blessed. Bye.